Okay, this video is going to be factoring in quadratic form, so I'm going to just give you a quick refresher on how to do that. And I'll just kind of go through two examples. So when you are in quadratic form, it means you'll factor like you always did with quadratics, but your degree is now going to be something larger than square. So it's going to be in quadratic form, but it's not going to be a quadratic. So I hope you note that 16 is a perfect square, 4 times 4. 256 is a perfect square, 16 times 16. Or I hope you note that you can take out a 16 first, and that would make your life easier. But if you didn't, it's okay. I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so if I divide everything by 16, then I know that this is the difference between two perfect squares, x squared times x squared and 4 times 4. So that's going to be x squared plus 4 and x squared minus 4. Then I have a quadratic that factors down further. This one does not because it's the sum. It has to be the difference of two perfect squares. So that x squared plus 4 stays as is, and this becomes x minus 2 and x plus 2. And I'm finally done. Now, if, sidebar, you didn't catch that you could take out a 16, they are still perfect squares, so you could do 4x squared plus 16 and 4x squared minus 16. And then maybe at this point you would say, oh, wait, I can take a 4 out of that, and I can take a 4 out of that. Well, if you take a 4 out here and a 4 out here, 4 times 4 is going to give you that 16. Okay, what if you still didn't catch it? Well, then hopefully you would catch that this factors down to 2x plus 4 and 2x minus 4. Right, and again, I'm just hoping you're catching all of this. And 4x squared plus 16 is not the difference, so that does not factor down. Now you would say, oh, I can take a 2 out of here, and a 2 out of here, and a 4 out of here. So 4 times 2 would be the 16. And if you did that, then you'd be fine, right? You're going to get the same exact answer. So again, to me, if you're not catching that you can take a 16 out here, you probably won't catch all that stuff here either, but you never know. I just hope you do. All right, then in B, take a look at that, pause the video, see how you do. But the first thing you might note is you can take out a 3 from everything, and you can take out a y cubed. And if you don't, then I hate to say it, but you're going to be kind of stuck. Okay, so I'm going to take that out, and I'll be left with y to the 4th minus y, or excuse me, minus 5y squared plus 6. Then that factors down like a quadratic. Okay, so factors of 6 that add up to negative 5 would be negative 3 and negative 2. So I'm going to do y squared minus 2 and y squared minus 3. And then do either of these quadratic factor down further? And no, they don't, because 2 and 3 are not perfect squares. So that's as far as you can take it.